Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well. I wanted to share today a couple of online resources that I've been using and a couple of podcasts. So, some of you have reached out just to see what it is that I'm doing right now, anything that I'm listening to that I'm enjoying. So, I thought I'd just share a few ones. So, the first one that I'm doing online since the beginning of this year is an online manifestation workshop that's called To Be Magnetic. And it has a whole host of workshops within it that focus on finance, career, self development, and there's so much within it that maybe right now you're finding there's more time that you'd like to maybe explore sides of yourself. If there's things that you would like to start including, for instance, there's meditations within this, which I'm finding are really nice to incorporate. Um, and for me, how I found this workshop has helped me is it helped me realize a little bit what it is that I want to do as a purpose for myself. It also showed that I really enjoy to have self growth. I really enjoy to develop myself as a person. It also allowed me to see the freedom of living who you are, which is a very nice weight of yourself if it's something that you're struggling with right now. And it helped me understand that I enjoy and I need quite a lot of peace within myself. Maybe this is personal acceptance for who I am, but also the fact that when I find I'm more peaceful within, I can connect a little bit to what it is that I want to put out into the world or what it is that I want to say. And this can just be in conversations, but I just find that once I have that kind of inner calm and clarity within myself, I express myself when I think in a much better way. So maybe it's something that you would like for yourself. What I've been doing also is there are some daily exercises, some daily meditations, and I found that I've really liked to do them in my shavasana at the end of my practice. These can also be with headphones if you're struggling with noise. I have noisy neighbors, I have a lot of construction around me, and this is something that I just like to put in and I just lie there and I just receive, which right now is so nice to do. There is also a free workshop on it at the moment for quarantine, so you can just try it out and see if it's something that might work for you. The second one is that I really love online resources like Instagram and those things where you can just go through all like tons of topics. I've gone back a little bit maybe to websites and blogs, people that really inspire me. I've really enjoyed just to go back and sometimes read like the archives and just see what they're doing and how they're also coping with this situation, just to give some inspiration to myself. I've also recently really liked to go back to Pinterest because it's sometimes quite nice just to kind of have a focus for a while. For me, sometimes it's just pictures of English countryside and I'm just losing myself in a topic rather than sometimes darting between a lot of different things at the same time. And this is just helping me feel a little bit more focused in one area of my life. Now for a couple of podcasts. So one is the podcast that's linked to this manifestation workshop, and it's called Expanded by Lacy Phillips. And there's like tons of podcasts with like a whole host of different people that she interviews. And it just really explains kind of people trying to bring out who they are. A lot of things also related to how we're dealing with the energetics of what's going on at the moment, meaning like how we're all feeling kind of moved by what's happening. So it's a really great resource to also go to. My second favorite podcast is one that's called How I Built This. And it's a podcast based on entrepreneurs. The interviewer is really great because he asks like really good questions and things that you might also be really interested in yourself. And it has people on it like the founders of Instagram, Lululemon, the people who like Ben and Jerry's. It's like a whole host of people, but it describes their story in terms of how their idea came about, struggles to make a business, and just life stories, which I find really motivational to listen to. And it's just a super nice podcast to have. And the third one is one that I really love, and it's called Soul Music, and it's from the BBC Four. So they have various songs that they describe the meaning behind the songs, sometimes how they came about and the meaning behind the lyrics. One of my favorite episodes is the song from Mary Poppins called "Feed the Birds." And for instance, they have Julia Roberts on it. Julie Andrews, sorry, the lady who sings in the film. They also interview the people who worked with Walt Disney, how the lyrics came about, people who have been touched by the songs. And I find that I'm like laughing, I'm crying pretty much in every episode. And it's just such a nice way to come back to how much like music connects us all. So maybe there's some things that might give you some joy and some nice moments just to connect to yourself in these times. Sending lots of love and keep safe.